Hey guys, my name is Marek and I specialize in the somatic work primarily on how we can process, release, heal the wounds, trauma, the tension in our own bodies by ourselves. And I'm going to share with you my insight on this post on Reddit. Do you feel like processing sensations happens little by little and not in one full go? Lately, I've been feeling these heavy, sticky sensations in my body. No real why or strong feeling, but I feel that as I meet them where they are, I will eventually have this deep side and even sensations in my chest as if the stuckness moved a bit. But it's never this massive, full or even cathartic release. A few times I've had this with other situations, but in general this is how it goes. Curious to your thoughts and experiences. So this is how it works. This represents the tension, something that is stuck in our own bodies, and this is my own presence. Now, the release doesn't have to always be when you're going to be 3 hours crying or 2 hours shaking. How it works, that I bring my presence to it while being stable, sharp, and still, and I continually breathe through into the belly through the nose in a relaxed way, and I bring freedom, care, understanding, compassion, love to the tension. Then what happens is that something that is stuck can start to move, or I can start a little bit of sweating. Maybe there are a little bit of tears in my eyes. Maybe that is not happening at all. It's just feeling the tension, and it can be felt as very uncomfortable, painful. For me, how it was is that I felt like someone would be stabbing me into my own heart, and I would have then visuals from the childhood, and that's something how I was re-experiencing that, and I would just continually breathing, and I'm feeling through it, and it in a way like cut away from it. So it never happened to me is that I would start to cry for hours and hours if I would do this work. What would happen is that I would feel the stress and then I would fall into dullness. This means is that I would be overwhelmed, that I don't have any energy more. So this means is that we need to take a rest, get more energy, and then when we have more energy, we bring our own attention inside. In a way, how Jung said, the one who looks outside dreams, the one who looks inside awakens. And this is how we look inside of us. So that's what is happening. We chop it away a little bit. And the more we process, maybe we can start to breathe more easily, we feel more light. But then what happens is that if we are interacting with the outside world, then it can trigger more things within us. Or when we are more stable, the body just comes like, yeah, here you go, here's more stuff for you to release. So then another thing comes, and again, very similar approach. I bring my presence to it. And in that way, I continually become more free. And then there is just this presence and lightness in the body and stability. But of course, in a moment when you would approach something that is in your own body stuck or there is a tension, and you breathe through it, maybe you're going to start to cry, sweat, shake, or laugh. Everybody is different, and I don't know what you're going through and what are the things you're facing right now. So my experience was that when I was approaching the tension and I was breathing through the tension, I would start to sweat so much. And it surprised me out of nowhere that there would be like waves of sweating. And it felt very uncomfortable, in a way painful when I was approaching the tension, but also very freeing. That I know that this is right what is happening, that I'm processing something in my own body. And then I felt more light, but also more like beaten down because it wasn't easy to do this type of work. But I found out that even this can happen. Now, if you want to get more information, I got this wonderful video on my channel about my reactions to Dr. K when he talks about the deep hurt, or how you can do the somatic healing by yourself at home.